Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Side Hustle. Didn't get a chance to do my typical Wednesday live stream. Had some things come up that I needed to take care of and handle in regards to the transferring of my accounts. I have multiple accounts, as you guys are well aware. I've tested multiple platforms and have decided to transfer the majority of my holdings over to Fidelity. And of course, Robinhood has been giving me the biggest headache of all. I don't know what it is. Could it be the fact that just all of the shares I have are synthetic? Could it be the fact that I have crypto that I'm holding on to on Robinhood that I just can't bring myself to sell yet? Whether it's a partial trade, a partial transfer, I don't know. I mean, I spent hours on the phone going back and forth between Fidelity. By the way, Fidelity is awesome. Their customer support. I've heard mixed reviews about their customer support, but dealing with them firsthand now, I was very well surprised. And, it was very pleasant to deal with their customer support. They were very supportive. They explained the whole situation. At first it was, well, sir, lots of people are transferring right now. We have an influx of transfer, which was wild to hear them say, and your transfer may take some time. And after I explained to her that I started the transfer at the beginning of the month, and we're going on 2.5, almost 3 weeks now, her tune changed quite dramatically, and did some digging for me. And by that time, Robinhood had gotten back to me and basically said that they don't do automated transfers, which is very strange considering they're primarily an online-based brokerage. They don't have a customer support number to call, and even to get them an email is very difficult. So how are you supposed to get forms to and from them to do an old school like fax transfer, if you will? So I don't know what the story is with them. I don't know what the deal is with them. I put in a request to resubmit it. And if that doesn't work, I will have to, close out some of my positions and, pull out the cash, which unfortunately I'll have to pay capital gains on, and transfer what stocks I can transfer over. I had started this process in hopes to transfer some of my long-term option positions over to Fidelity so I could see how they looked and how they operated and how they worked for option trading. And now that 2 weeks has gone by, some of those positions, I just don't see them transferring over successfully. As time goes on, it becomes more and more difficult to transfer option contracts that are close to the expiration date. So I'm at a loss here with that account. I'm going to have to chalk it up as a learning experience and chalk it up to the fact that Robinhood just fucking sucks, to be honest with you. No, I'm pissed off and frustrated, and hopefully we can straighten things out moving forward. But that's where I'm at. That's why I wasn't able to do the live stream yesterday. I do apologize. And that wraps up my rant for this moment about Robinhood and the manipulation and the bullshit that they're going through. But it was pleasant to log in this morning and check and see that they're down like 9-10% right now. So, it is what it is. How's the audio coming through with you guys? I'm using a new mic setup. Let me know if it's too loud, it's too quiet. Trying something a little new here, so any feedback is great. I know you guys, some of you guys out there have far a bit more experience with audio setups and equipment than I do. So let me know. I appreciate any feedback. But while we're doing that, let's take a look at the chart. I had this up earlier. So AMC was down a little bit this morning. It's still down, about 4.64% from yesterday's close, which is to be expected. We all know it's going to be a battle. We all know it's going to be, until it finally snaps, until the rubber band finally snaps. That's pretty much what's going on right now. The kind of the mentality that I'm looking at, and the comparison that I'm using in my own head is, Citadel and these hedge funds are kind of riding around on a rubber band plane, and they're just continually winding up that rubber band, winding it up, hoping that eventually, we'll get sick of it, or we'll paper hands, or whatever it may be. But eventually the rubber band is going to snap, and their plane is going to crash, and AMC is going to go to the moon, and our rockets are going to take off. So they're riding around on a rubber band plane, and we're fueling up our rockets. Pretty much what it comes down to. It's a lot of stuff going on. We talked a little bit about it on Monday, and what's going on with the SEC and the NSCC and some of the regulations. A lot of things are being kind of pushed forward in a faster manner than I think a lot of people were expecting, especially Citadel. And some little bit of panic, and that's why we had a nice little run up the past couple of days here. And as we're getting closer to the weekend, they're trying to push the price down. Saw some weird price movements this morning that a lot of people on Reddit were talking about, and they were taking screenshots. Let me see if I can find some for you. It was kind of interesting to see. It was just green, red, back and forth. And it's not just jumping, a small amount where we're dropping down, a couple percentage at a time, going from green to red. So manipulation, I don't think they care about hiding it anymore at this point in time. They're just trying to get out, and save as much money as they possibly can, because they're losing billions every single day with what's going on. And it's sad that I'm starting, and not sad. I mean, I don't want to say I feel bad for them. I really don't feel bad for them. They did it to themselves, but they're just digging themselves into a deeper hole. It's just like, cut your losses. A lot of retail investors that are out there, a lot of new guys, a lot. The first thing that we learn is, you got to take emotion out of it. You got to take pride out of it. You gotta, realize your losses, take your losses, and move forward to focus on the bigger wins. And I think they forgot that somewhere along the line, and they're just stacking on the losses right now, and it's erasing all of their gains that they've had. They could have gotten out of this months ago and continued to, as a company, move forward. But I feel that we're going to see bankruptcies across the board for Citadel and a lot of their subsidiaries. We're going to see bankruptcies for a number of other companies and bailouts and what have you. So it's going to be a shit show for the next couple months into the first quarter, I think, of 2022, if we see the squeeze in September, like a lot of people are suggesting, based upon some of the regulations that are starting September 1st. We got some other ones coming up. We're August 19th now. There's another big one, August 28th, and then August 1st. We'll have some other ones available as well. So it'll be the pride died long ago. Yeah. I have pride in what I do, but I've been poor a lot longer than they've been rich. So I think that's what it comes down to. A lot of us work for a living. A lot of us, are doing everything we can to make ends meet. And some of us even lived through 1 or 2 market crashes or 3 market crashes. And I've had to eat, mac and cheese and ramen noodles, not just in college, but, just to survive and get by. I personally lived in my vehicle for for some time. So it's a lot easier for us to hold than I think it is for them to hold, and that's fine with me, because the longer they hold, the more money they lose, the more money we gain. Lots of controversy right now going on about the floor and the price, and the floor can never hit 500,000, per share, whatever it may be. And in retrospect, we hold the shares. I've said this a number of times. A number of YouTubers have said it, and a number of YouTubers who are no longer with us have said it because their channels have been shut down. we hold the power. As long as we don't paper hand, eventually what's going to happen is if we continue to hold as they start to try to cover their positions, and we hold past the point of, say, paper handing, past 200, past 1,000, past 5,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever it may be, the SEC will step in and say, stop. And, their limit based upon a percentage value is right around a share being $1 million a share. So them stopping the ticker symbol at $1 million a share and us catching all the profit on the way down is a possible outcome for this short squeeze, for what is going to happen. It'll be interesting. The more you hold, the less you have to wait, depending on what you think is life-changing gains and so on. As we progress, if I can get money into Fidelity and I can get my accounts transferred over, I'll buy more shares. I'd like to buy more shares. I have an odd number right now. I'd like to get to a nice fractional number, maybe 3/4, or 7,500 shares, 1,000, 10,000 shares, whatever it may be, 5,000 shares. I want to get to a nice number that I feel comfortable with. That way I can take profit comfortably as the price goes up, buy the dips as they come back down, continue to climb back. I'm kind of just play the squeeze out if I can, if I can time it correctly. So that's more or less where I'm at. I know a lot of you guys are holding on and waiting, and I'll hold on and wait for you guys as well to get your life-changing gains. So that's what it's all about. Got a new member here in the chat. Let's see what we got going on. Yes, living in a van down by a river. No, I was in a Cadillac Seville, 4-door. It was a 1998 Cadillac Seville, black on black in Florida. I sweat my ass off. I must have lost, 50 pounds that summer sleeping in that car. Whew, it was bad. But you got to do what you got to do to get by. I couldn't stand living where I was living at the time. I needed a change. Packed up my things, found a job, and drove, 24 hours from Boston down to Florida and did what I had to do. So that was fun. Got a new member here in the chat saying, I want to say hello to everyone. I also mine Great Dane in Russia. I want Great Dane to grow. Vitalik Buterin friends will help us. I wish. Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you stopping on by. Appreciate you guys hitting those like buttons and that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, push it out, share it. Working with my wife to get on TikTok. She knows far more about it than I do. So I'm hoping that that'll help, maybe a catalyst or so to get this channel to take off. But then again, because I'm a small channel, I can kind of slide under the radar right now, and my channel isn't really getting banned or shut down like some of these other large YouTubers are. Definitely seeing possibly maybe a shadow ban situation going on with my account. I've had issues in the past with SEO and Google ads and everything, but hearing some of these horror stories of these creators getting their account shut down has been horrible. I feel bad for those guys. I wish them the best of luck. I hope that they can get everything back up and running. I know that it would kick my ass, and piss me off if I worked so hard to get this channel just to get monetized and to get the Discord as big as it is now. To get everything shut down, taken away would suck. Just have to start all over from scratch and have to go through all the bureaucratic bullshit with YouTube and Google and everything. But we're here. I'll do this as long as I can. Hopefully as time progresses and things change and the subject changes from AMC to other investment type revenues, we'll see a change and everything like that. It's the time we live in right now. It is what it is. Don't worry. Welcome. Don't worry about being late. Got my first miner. Good job, Will. What kind of miner are we rocking? We got the L3 Plus. We're rocking some kind of new Bitmain GPU. What are we talking about here? John's gonna do the dance on TikTok. No, I'm not doing any dancing on TikTok. Jesus. Did they get Review Dork? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I saw him recently. And I've talked to him a few times in email. He's been... Because I've tried to reach out to YouTubers in the same space and see if there was any work around some of these shadow banned issues or tags or something that, they just... A lot of the response I'm getting is like, no, you just got to keep doing it and, fight it and repeal it if you get taken down. He's a very nice guy to talk to, so I appreciate your help. So Will said he picked up an L3 Plus, LTC, and Doge. Yeah, man, rock on with the L3s. I love my L3s. I've had them for a long time. A lot of guys on the Discord have L3s, so make sure you slide over there if you need any help. We actually have a guy in Discord right now, Mr. Madoff, new member, having some serious issues with his miners. I know a couple of you guys have been talking to him on Discord. Appreciate the help. Hopefully we can get him straightened out soon. It seems like he's having some issues flashing the ASIC software, having some signature issues. Try the SD card, whatever it may be. Hopefully we can get him set up and straightened out soon. Welcome to the channel, Will. Appreciate you stopping on by. If you need help with the miners, let us know. A lot of guys are, we got some Hive OS guys here that love the Hive OS system. I personally, like the ASIC FW. Blizz, I got some copies of Blizz floating around. Be careful with Blizz. A lot of viruses going around. So there's a lot of solutions that you got. Just do your research, talk to the group, and we'll get you set up and running and hashing away. When you get to 1 million subs, I'll bet you dance on TikTok. Hell, man, if I get to 100,000, if I get to 10,000 subs, I'll start dancing on TikTok. How about that? I'm at 1560 right now, 1561, whatever it may be. If I get to 10,000 subs, I'll do a little dance for you. Thomas is rocking 4 L3 pluses. Way to go, Thomas. Welcome to the club, my friend. They're so robust machines, and it's been such a long time since Antminer has come out with another script-based ASIC miner. I know that the boys over at Amigo PC, if you haven't checked out their podcast, make sure you do that. But they're talking about picking up, what is it, the LI7, whatever the hell it is, the newest script miner from Bitmain. I gotta pull it up now. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm so out of it. Miners profitability. Yeah, Bitmain's L7, just under 10 gigahash or 9.16 gigahash is what they're saying. They're pushing, and those are set to launch November 2021. That's $150 a day if you can get those things running. $150. That ain't nothing to laugh at. Of course, we all know that the price is going to drop on those machines once they start hitting the market, once they start hitting the network, driving the difficulty up. You got to remember, if you're new to mining, the more miners that are hooked up to the network, the more difficult it becomes to solve the problems that your miners are doing and equate and do what they're supposed to be doing and checking the blockchain. So as the difficulty goes up, your payment goes down, unfortunately. So you have to add more. It's a constant revolving circle. So get more profit, you got to add more machines. By adding more machines, it increases the difficulty and so on. And it just keeps snowballing effect. So that's why miners keep getting stronger and stronger as time goes on, more powerful. But I think I'll wait a little bit to see the the L7 from Bitmain come out. Maybe I'll be able to get my hands on a used one or one that was broken, or maybe I'll pick up a couple L3s because they'll be on sale once those L7s come out, and I'll just have a shipping container full of L3 pluses. Who knows? But I'm happy with the two L3s that I'm currently running in my home. Unfortunately, I don't have power to run any more machines. I have machines collecting dust, a couple S9s, a couple more L3s I picked up, preparing for more power, but it just didn't happen. So I'm only able to run two very overclocked L3s right now. I'm happy with it. It is what it is. What I'm doing is I'm taking my profits. I'm using pro hashing right now and getting paid out in BNB or Binance token. I'm taking that BNB, converting it to the smart chain, converting it to JAWS, and staking it through DeFi dividend or investing, whatever they call it, through JAWS. So I'm earning, 700% APY on whatever I mine from my L3 pluses. So I'm trying to my best to get as much bang for my buck in electricity from these miners, because the L3 pluses, when you overclock them this much, I mean, you're jacking up the wattage and the power. I think each one of my machines is pushing up between 1250 or 1260 and 1350 watts. So it's a lot of power I'm consuming. So I got to make sure that I offset that electrical cost with something else. So I'm taking my payout and rolling it over into a staking platform and kind of making up the difference there, if you will. Can you LS swap an L7? I mean, you can put an LS engine on a generator. I've seen people do that and run the L7s off of the generator run by the L7. Huh? Yep, so Ronald kind of did the same thing. He put his mining BNB into BSW. Same kind of scenario. You're working on those giant gains. We talk about this every week, and it's been great for me. There's a couple of them out there right now. I think most of the guys on the Discord and the server have been using BuySwap and AutoShark. So, if you're over on BuySwap, check out some of these liquidity pools and earnings. I'm not crazy about the liquidity pools, but you can earn some serious APY on some of these tokens. So this is BSW, auto compounding 431% APY. You're not going to get that anyplace else other than crypto. The other one there is what, AutoShark. AutoShark got kind of a little facelift there. Little chubby shark thing. I don't know. Trying to appeal to others, I guess. I don't get it. But, this is the pool I'm in currently right now with my earnings from other staking. I've kind of rolled everything over into this one pool currently. And as time goes on, I might divvy it up. But it's been profitable for me. So I think the payout right now is roughly $5.50 per $1,000 you invest. I got like $2,500 in there right now, and I started off with $600 across a couple different platforms, and it's slowly built up over time. I mean, this coin itself is doing great. I think when I first jumped into it, the price was right around like 20 cents, and now we're up to 32 cents. So just that alone has helped me out quite a bit. So Ron's saying I moved into the ADA earn pool. So that was over on BSW, I believe, correct? Let's see. There's a couple of them there. I mean, 118, 77%. It's not bad. Passive income, compounding on passive income. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's just compounding on compounding on compounding. I love compound interest and compound earning. My biggest thing is once this squeeze happens, or even if it doesn't happen, not to be a naysayer, but I will be transitioning to a more dividend-based investment portfolio on top of a more aggressive compounding crypto portfolio as well. Right now, we've talked about it a couple times. I love the CRO. I love the crypto.com platform. I use their card on a daily basis. And I'm currently staking through their DeFi app. And right now, I think it's like 12% APY, which isn't as high as obviously these ones, but I'm compounding it every single day. And it's slowly climbing. And I'm also rolling over my rewards from CRO into the CRO DeFi. And then, of course, we got my holdings over on AutoShark. And, I'm mining BNB, converting it to their JAWS token every 2 days or so, or every other day. And I'm depositing another $50 worth of, $50, $60 of JAWS into their pool, earning me more. So, as I approach, say, $3,000, $5,000 of staked JAWS, I could be making $20 a day just from JAWS on top of earning $25 a day from my miner. So now we're looking at $40 to $50 a day just passive income from mining and staking. And then it just snowballs and it keeps growing and growing and growing. So I love DeFi. I love compound interest. I love dividends. We talked a little bit about a portfolio that I was putting together or planning to put together for compound interest or dividend investing for securities and stock market, taking some tendies that you're going to collect from the AMC squeeze, rolling those into dividend yielding companies and collecting a check every month. A lot of dividends pay out quarterly, once a year, bi-quarterly, whatever it may be. So I focused on ones that paid out on specific dates and tried to gather as much information as I possibly could so that I was able to get a solid dividend or payment every single month instead of having to wait bi-monthly, bi-quarterly, and so on. So that was fun to do. That took a lot of time and a lot of stress, a lot of late nights, but it came out pretty nice. I can share it with you guys again if you'd like. Let me know if you're interested in that kind of thing. It's over, I believe, on Patreon. It's over on Discord. If you want access to that securities list that I've put together, it's roughly 25 companies that I've put together and pays out roughly, it all depends on how much you're willing to put into it. I figured 300,000. It was not super high, but not, down on the floor. So I kind of try to pick a medium range based upon the fact that most people have 120 shares of AMC. So 300,000 was kind of the number that I came up with. Obviously, put less in, you're going to get paid less per month, put more, and you're going to get paid more per month. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But if you want to see the list again, let me know. I'll bring it up. Let's see. So Short is trying to make more on his little 1060 gaming PC. I remember when 1060s came out and, they were highly sought after. And now it's just, hey, it's a 1060. We've got the 390 now or the 360, whatever it is. It's crazy how fast technology moves. I agree with you, Ron. I think ADA is going to take off. To be honest with you, I regret selling the Cardano that I had. I sold a couple months back before it spiked, but it was Cardano that I just found in a random wallet that I had sitting around, and on a PC that I hadn't turned on in years. So it was found money for me, so I didn't think much of it at the time. But now looking back, it's always in my shoulda, coulda, woulda portfolio. I'm a billionaire, kind of scenario. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, maybes, all that kind of thing. I'm rich. I'm rich beyond my wildest dreams. But you can't dwell in the past. You got to keep moving forward. My entire PC was on clearance when I bought it for $700, up to about $450 in profit between mining for about 6 months and staking for about 2 weeks. There you go. I went from $300 to $450 staking, most of it from token raising and value. Yeah, it's pretty cool. A lot more, like I said, it's a lot more people are jumping on board with the whole staking thing and these liquidity pools and so on. A lot of these platforms are making it easier just to convert everything over and jump into it. The one that I wanted to jump into, actually, we were talking about it a little bit on Discord, was, I believe, over on AutoShark. And they call them vaults now, so you lock them up, you stake them in the vault. But Wizard, they have Wizard and Panther are cranking right now, but I couldn't get my hands on any of the Wizard. It was giving me some issues converting, because you got to get Wizard wrapped USD plus Jaws. It was a pain in the ass, so I just kind of said, you know what, I'm doing all right. I think because of the price of it, $1,000 investment's only making you $6.44 per day versus what I'm making with Jaws, which is $5 and some odd cents. $1.20 is what I'm missing out on. I wasn't stressing about it, so I just kind of foregoed the process. But looks like Panther's coming up a little bit right now. Their APY is up there a little bit. They're at $8 for every 1,000. So if I pushed everything into that, I'd be doing pretty well. I'd pass that $50 a day mark for my earnings. So that might be something I look into. It's just some of these cryptos are tough to get into because they're not super popular yet. They're not on a number of exchanges or a number of swaps, and you're gonna kind of jump through the hoops a little bit to get your hands on them, unfortunately. I have no idea what this is down here. NFT boost slots coming soon. Equip NFTs to increase APY. Ah, come on. That can't be good. That's I might have to be pulling out of here sooner than I thought. Oh no. NFTs. I still have NFTs available, by the way, over on Rarible. Thomas saying, I just hold all this me seems for much of my been mining long time, hold around 13k, Ripple, Doge, BTC, and you're rocking it, man. Holding isn't bad, long term. I feel you. I was able to get Wizard tokens, but couldn't figure out how to stake it. Yeah, so there's two lost $20 in transactions. That sucks, man. I'm so sorry. There's two, I guess, tokens, but that go by the name of Wizard, but you need USD wrapped Wizard or Wizard wrapped USD or however they're saying it. So if you don't have the Wizard wrapped USD, you can't stake it because it's such a new token, I guess. So that was the issue that I thought I was coming up with. So like Panther right now, it's Panther using Binance wrapped USD on the smart chain. So that's how they're getting it to the smart chain. Wizard has its own smart chain. So that's how they're doing it through the Walt Finance app versus the Panther swap. So I'm going to stick with Jaws because it's the Jaws platform. It's the AutoShark platform. I just figured that was the easiest bet I had to just stick with them. Yeah, exactly. Guys over Amiga are saying the same thing. Panther is its own swap engine. Exactly. So you have to... It won't even let me pull it up now, of course. If I refresh it. Pancake swap. You have Ape Swap staking some bananas. Buy Swap. So a lot of these have their own swapping platform, Jaws. Yeah, it takes you to Panther Swap, and you can swap the Binance wrapped USD for Panther. So if you have Binance Smart Chain, you got to convert that to, or Binance or whatever token you have, Smart Chain token, you have to convert that to the Binance wrapped USD, and then you can swap that out for your Panther token to stake it. But it looks like they have their own pools and their own farm. Trying to take a look here. We got pools, we got farming, we got trades. Lower percentages, maybe because it's not as popular, maybe because the pools are a little bit smaller. Jungles. Lotteries, farms. Yeah, a lot of companies. You're going to see a lot of these coins are going to jump on this bandwagon. Same thing kind of happened with Dash. Dash coin was one of the big first masternode staking cryptocurrency. Same with Cardano. You can stake Cardano, and just everybody kind of jumped on the bandwagon. Now there's thousands of masternode coins. Now there's going to be multiple platforms that all look very, very similar moving forward. And I think BuySwap was the first one that kind of had that I saw with this platform, this style, and then all of a sudden AutoShark kind of jumped on the same bandwagon and jumped on a similar looking platform, and now looking at PantherSwap, it looks very similar to that as well. So it's all a lot of people are gonna, a lot of these coins are gonna be jumping on the same bandwagon, if you will, trying to collect those gains and that profit. I'll hold out. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to monitor it. I'm going to focus on what I have right now available with AutoShark and progress from there and just take it slow. So another big one in crypto. Oh, I don't want to join anything. I just want to show it. Cancel. Block. It's going to make me join? Come on. There we go. So Doge doing its Doge thing. Chugging along. I don't know why it's not making bigger gains right now with all the news coming out around it. One of the big things that I thought was, very interesting for Doge was the fact, it's all speculation, it's all rumor. What the rumor was, or is, Elon and creator of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, are getting together on the Dogecoin board and development board and working together to promote and build up Dogecoin. And the other one being the fact that Walmart is hiring a cryptocurrency specialist to help integrate cryptocurrency into their online sales. So it's only a matter of time where Dogecoin is so popular, and the fact that the transactions are fast, the fact that it's got such a large community that use the coin. That is the big thing right now, is the fact that they use their coins. They save some and then they spend it. They're spending the Dogecoin, and everyone loves Bitcoin. It's kind of the starting point for a lot of these companies getting into the crypto space. AMC is going to start accepting Bitcoin soon on their site, on their website, because Bitcoin is Big Daddy Bitcoin, right? But a lot of people don't like to spend their Bitcoin. A lot of people just like to hold on to it. So cryptocurrencies like this, like Doge, like Litecoin, like Ethereum, Ethereum gas fees suck, but cryptocurrencies like that are the ones that people want to spend or make it easier for people to spend. So I think it's only a matter of time before we see, AMC, Walmart, some of these other companies that are picking up cryptocurrencies kind of go the Mark Cuban route and use Dogecoin to purchase items or to sell items. So matter of time. There we go. Guys over at Amigo chimed in. Vitalik is now an advisor on the Dogecoin Foundation. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. It'll be interesting to see the future of Dogecoin. We're in a stable band right now, if you will. If you look at the history of Doge, oh god, we don't want to see that. I want to see. Give me 5 years. Let's look at a daily chart for 5 years. Okay, let's look at a daily chart for. So for years, we were way down here. All right, just chugging along. Oh, let's zoom out here. I guess TradingView doesn't want to give me the whole chart. That sucks. But before we saw the spike up to 75 cents, 74 cents, whatever it was, if you've been involved in cryptocurrency and you've been involved with Dogecoin and you've been following other cryptocurrencies and ones like Dogecoin traded for a fraction of a penny for years. For years and years and years and years and years. And it wasn't until just recently that we started seeing spikes. So this price movement that we're seeing is still in its infancy, and a lot of people aren't recognizing that. If you're a trader, if you're a long-term trader, if you're big into cryptocurrency, this price movement that we're seeing is still in its infancy. It's still got a long way to grow, a long way to go, and it'll be quite some time before we really see it take off, in my opinion. We're doing good, but it's gonna come leaps and bounds, and it's I don't know how else to say it, except for you gotta have patience with some of these cryptos, with projects that are showing so much support and background and community behind it. A lot of people are impatient. A lot of newcomers to cryptocurrency are impatient because they get hooked on the speed of it. They get hooked on the fact that it volleys and jumps 20, 30% at a time, 100%, but for the longevity of it, gotta relax. It's good. Dogecoin will hit $1. Dogecoin will probably pass $1, but it may not happen this year. It may not happen till mid next year. We don't know, or we could get announcement tomorrow that Walmart accepts Dogecoin and it's going to shoot up past $1. That's the volatility of cryptocurrency. But what we're seeing now, but the growth that we're seeing, the stability that we're seeing, makes me feel good about the cryptocurrency moving forward. Hearing the fact that they're bringing on, a cryptocurrency guru into their foundation and a business genius into their foundation really speaks volumes for where the project is going, and I have high hopes for it. I'm going to continue to hold in mind and collect as much Doge as I possibly can while it's undervalued. In my opinion, Dogecoin under $5 is undervalued. So that's where I stand with Dogecoin. I think we got a lot of stuff moving forward with it. I know a lot of you guys love Doge just as much as I do. 7 years, 7 long Doge years. Yeah, it was down for a long time, and I wouldn't say it was down. It was fueling up the rocket ship. It was, just kind of hanging out, riding the wave. One Doge is one Doge. Did some big things for the community, big foundations, and it just recently picked up. My beach house is going to be named the Doge House. There you go, out in Belize. I have high hopes for it. Hope you guys do too. I hope you're staying optimistic about it. I hope you guys are staying optimistic about not just cryptocurrency and Doge, but if you're holding AMC, I hope you're staying optimistic about AMC. I think I saw in the chat, Thomas, you said you got 10 AMC shares at 13, man. You're rocking it. You've doubled your money. You're doing good. You're one of the lucky few that got in under $20, that got in under $30. Some guys are even sitting pretty, because they got in at $40. Yeah, it's going to take time. But again, anything under $100 for AMC, in my opinion, not a financial advisor, you're doing okay. It's going to make it, the more you purchased at a higher price, like $40 DCA, $50 DCA, you're going to have to wait a little bit until the squeeze actually happens. But if you're one of the lucky few that have bought in under 15, under 20, and you're seeing profit right now and gains, just look at it. Just realize what you've done so far. Realize the movement that you have. Just in the FOMO and the amount of volume surrounding AMC, even with the manipulation, how much you've gained. So, excuse me. Be patient, 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 patient. I got to remind myself this. My wife has to remind me to be patient. It's a constant battle. We talk about it here on the channel. I encourage you guys to take a break from the computer screens and your phones and walk outside and relax. We know Rhonda likes to go sit on his pond and fish and just relax. The rest of us have to remember to do the same thing, including myself. I'm getting myself worked up about this, but we know the facts. AMC hasn't covered, the shorts haven't covered. It will take off. It will, skyrocket and jump off. And, I'm curious, more or less. I'm excited for the squeeze. I'm excited for the squeeze to happen. But I think I'm more excited for after the squeeze to see what people do with their tendies after they ride that wave. There's so many new YouTubers out there, financial space YouTubers, talking about different ventures and franchises and businesses and opportunities to make money with money and to grow your portfolio. It'll be very interesting to see how many people take that advice and some of those possibilities and grow their wealth, and to see how many people blow it all and get in trouble with the IRS because they didn't pay their taxes, or they run away and try to avoid paying taxes and still get caught. So I'm more curious to see and what's going to happen, the after show kind of situation. It's going to be one hell of a ride, one hell of a show once it does finally pop off and squeeze. But the after show, I think, is going to be far more entertaining than the actual squeeze itself. Just, listening to the stories, Citadel employees out of work, unfortunately, going bankrupt, getting bailouts. The market's going to be all a mess. It's going to be a very interesting time once the squeeze happens. One of the things that someone brought up over on Discord, and it's one of the things that I've actually talked about and read over here a few times, I think our synthetic share count is estimated at 3 billion AMC shares floating around right now, which is a crazy, crazy, crazy number to think about and to really ponder. So let's sit here for a second, do some smooth-brained math in our heads with nice round numbers, right? The legal shares, the free float legal shares of AMC is supposed to be around 503 million shares, right? And we have a estimated share count currently of 3 billion shares. There is a crap ton of synthetic shares floating right now that they have created and traded back and forth that, you know, I think we're going to see some of these hedge funds looking at jail time. I think we're going to see a lot of these guys that we already saw months ago. Kenny there sold his one of his penthouses for like $14 million. We're going to see mass liquidations where we're seeing the market is red right now because they're liquidating their assets. We saw the SEC and, you know, a lot of these other, NSCC, they've upped their margin requirements for people wanting to hold AMC. We heard Robinhood CEO Vlad talking about turning off the fucking buy button for Robinhood because the margins are just too crazy for his clearinghouse and his brokerage to allow people to purchase AMC. They can't afford it. They screw themselves over. And so just seeing with that, just knowing what's happening now and reading the news and how and seeing how much they're trying to bury the negativity of what's happening, I'm so excited to see what is going to happen after the squeeze and just watch the shit show unfold after the squeeze. Because I'll be sitting pretty on my 100 plus acres of land, reinvesting my money, and I'll actually, I joke and say I'm retired now, but it'll be nice to actually feel like I, in minimal effort, do what I want to do, whether I want to weld, whether I want to build a car, whether I want to build a new mining farm. I could do whatever I want. I want that freedom. I know a lot of you guys do too. I want that freedom. So I'm going to renounce my U.S. citizenship. Wow, that's a pretty big step, my friend. I don't know if I could do that. I got a lot of family here. But I know my wife and I have talked. I do have the possibility of getting dual citizenship for possibly Italy. Looking at, I know that Costa Rica, if you have, I think it's Costa Rica, if you have $60,000 in a bank account in Costa Rica, they'll give you citizenship. There are lots and lots of loopholes out there, and trust me, I've been looking at them, I've been digging, because if the squeeze does happen this year, I will be within the year period, so I'll have to pay short-term capital gains tax. And if you're not aware of that, for any of you new guys out there, if you bring in more than $100,000, I believe, or 100, so 100 or 100, I think they upped it. I think they recently upped it. I think it's closer to $500,000 roughly in profit from your trading. Let's just say six figures. You have to pay upwards of 37% short-term capital gains tax on all of your holdings. So that's a shit ton of money. Yeah, you may have made $1 million off your trading, but you got to pay now 37% of that million back to the IRS. I've been looking at ways to at least lower that number. Not so much avoid it, because there's no avoiding taxes. You got to pay taxes. But there are loopholes and strategies that I've been looking into to at least lower that percentage, whether it be rolling my tendies into a self-directed Roth or a self-directed trust fund. There's a number of options and solutions out there that you guys can kind of jump on board with to limit that risk. Because I know a lot of guys that are holding AMC are looking at short-term capital gains, and 37% is pretty steep. It's really steep. It's going to be tough to avoid that. Financial freedom is not about being rich. It's about being free. Absolutely. I agree 100%. Not tax advice, but start an LLC. I have an LLC, and you are absolutely correct. I've always been a strong believer. My father has taught me a few things in life that I've kind of taken to heart, and one of them being the fact that starting a company LLC is a great way to avoid or to protect yourself. Not just your assets and your holdings, but to protect yourself. I've had multiple LLCs over the years, and it's a great way to draw a hard line in the sand and say, look, this is A, B, and C. These are holdings, these are profits, these are gains, these are losses. As a company, it makes things a lot easier. Message retracted. Not tax advice, yeah. Not tax advice, not a financial advisor. But LLC or an LLC that manages a trust or property, kind of take your name out of it. I think I've told the story once or twice here on the channel before, but I lived for many years in Naples, Florida, real close to Port Royal. Port Royal is where a lot of the 1% live. I'm not one of them. Trust me, I'm not. But I've done work for a lot of these $1 million mansions on the Gulf, in Gulf of Mexico. And I was working on a particular house, very large house, probably $10 million piece of real estate. And the older gentleman comes up to me and asks me, how much do you think I'm worth? It kind of caught me by surprise. Really wasn't expecting that. But, I said, based upon your house, I got to say you got a, good chunk of change in your pocket, trying to be polite. And he just kind of laughed at me and he said, that's a very political answer of you, but how much do you think I'm worth? So I gave him a number. I said, you're probably worth, $200 million. Based upon this house being a vacation house, whatever else. He says, I'm worth nothing. I'm worth zero. My LLC is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, but I am worth nothing. And that kind of caught me by surprise. He says, my LLC, my trust pays for everything. I own nothing. I am technically broke. And I'm looking at him, looking at the house, and he's just like, these are the loopholes that, to get you to this point. So it was very, not humbling, but very eye-opening, if you will, to have that conversation. He was a very down-to-earth guy. He was in his 80s. Him and his wife owned a winery and sold a pharmaceutical company and was kind of just living out the rest of his life in luxury. I don't know whatever happened to him. It's been years since I even, stopped by the house to help him out. But that was, a great moment in my life to kind of say, hey, there's other ways to do things. Start researching, start learning, start growing, because that's what I want someday. So freedom, wealth. Wealth isn't worth the whole lot. Money's not worth the whole lot. It's financial freedom is absolutely not about being rich, but about being free, and that's what I want. I want to be debt free. Want my kids to be debt free. I want to be comfortable, and I want all of you guys to be comfortable too. So be careful, please be careful. Do your research, do your digging. As we get closer to the squeeze and after the squeeze, I'm sure we will transition to more, not so much tax advice, because I'm not a tax advisor, but maybe I could find a licensed CPA to come on and talk with us, or to kind of give us some assistance, or a real estate agent. These are things that I've been thinking about reaching out to people. These are things that I want to do for the live stream and for the channel and making videos moving forward, because I love real estate. I want to get back into real estate. My family's been in it. I enjoy it. I enjoy working with my hands and building. As I'm waving my hands here, you can see I'm very animated. So I think as we get closer to that, and a lot of us are sitting pretty with some new attendees, there's going to be a lot of influx in YouTube channels around finance, and I'll do my best to bring that content and information to you guys moving forward. And of course, we will talk about miners and crypto. I know a lot of you guys here for the miners and the crypto. We love the miners and the crypto. The US dollar will not last forever, especially after the squeeze happens. What are you guys thinking about? What are your thoughts on AMC and your holdings? Are you happy with them? Are you trying to pick up more? You know, we're sitting here looking at I'm looking at the chart. I don't have it pulled up. Let me pull it up for you. In the last hour or so, you got a couple green candles. I know you were still down for the, from closing yesterday, but we expected it. Boop. Looking at the daily here. So 4 green days, 2 red days. Are any of you guys watching these numbers over on the side? The back and forth play that's going on here? I just picked up on a couple of them. Looking at the sell orders and the buy orders going back and forth. What other cryptos are you guys holding? If you're not holding AMC, what's your play? I talked about my play. You guys know what I'm doing. Let's start the conversation. Let me know what you guys are doing. What do we got going on? You guys know I'm mining, working away. I'm sweating right now because my miners are right around the corner, and it's hot here where I live. I'm starting to sweat. You guys know what I'm up to. We mine, we convert, we stake. Mine, convert, stake. Mine, convert. Steak. I want steak now. Ronald doesn't have the faith in AMC, but still at it every week. Right on, Ronald. Tiki. You've brought that one up before. Tiki. Let me see if I can pull that up again. Will the chat let you share a link with us? Tiki.finance, right? Tiki. So this is your new the new love of your life, Tiki. It looks like it passed its Certec audit. Sorry, I'm kind of looking around my microphone here so I can see better. Contracts, audit, Tiki swap. So I'm taking it you picked up some picked yourself up some Tiki and you're waiting for them to kind of start doing the whole staking thing like everybody else. Yeah, Ronald's got a nice little holding going on there. Doge, ADA, Litecoin, BNB, ETH, SafeMoon, ETC, Poly, BSW. You got a nice little diversified portfolio there, my friend. This is my side chick. So are you actually staking with them since they got their beta launched? Last time I think I pulled them up, they didn't even have this up and running yet. And they're just trading at fractions of a penny, so you can get into this pretty heavily if you wanted to. Staking started 3 days ago. Token pre-sale by Banker Doge. So you're staking Tiki? Are you getting paid out with their token or something different? BNB. Interesting. I went monk and put my blow money into crypto at AMC. There you go, my friend. Following the W Dork there mentality. Gotcha. This is just a platform. They stake. Ignore the Bank Doge stuff. Yeah, Bank Doge seems a little strange, but 900 there. View Volt. API calculation based upon reward. Hold Tiki, earn BNB based on volume, stake Tiki, earn Tiki on an APR, and BNB on volume. I'll have to take a look at it now that they're up and running. I didn't realize I missed it. I'm sorry, but where the volume or the value of the coin is so low right now, it'd be easy to toss a couple $100 into it and see where it goes from there. Thomas says, not been tossing more cash into anything at the moment. Spend all that on them Doge dips. Though I am waiting for my FLR Spark from my XRP snapshot airdrop thing. Premier Partner version 2 staking vault. So this is Banker Doge platform staking Tiki. That's confusing. Half a penny right now. Still pretty low. Buy Tiki with Visa. Build your own dashboard. Very, very interesting. I never said she was easy. Nice. While you're holding Tiki tokens, you're earning BNB. You can keep track of how much you earn so far and when it next payout from your dashboard. Everything is updated in real time. Looks like they're knocking things off their list pretty quickly. That's nice. Auto reinvest on website is the next thing to come in Q3. I said it was an interesting project from the beginning. Now that they're live or they got their beta up and running, I'll definitely jump into it. See if I can move some money around or some assets around and get going on it. How are the returns are you seeing right now? I know that we were both a little bit disappointed when we saw or how fast APY dropped on those other BSW pools that we jumped into. But how are your returns on this one? Are you doing okay? Hot, cold kind of situation? Don't have to give me specific numbers, obviously. If AMC squeezes, I'll probably die of AIDS. Come on, man. It's a family-friendly show. That's pretty rough. We'll have to get you a bigger boat for your pond. That's what we'll have to do. We'll all pitch in and buy you a bigger boat for your pond. How funny would that be? Just seeing like a 30-foot boat in your little pond, not able to move or do anything, just sitting there. That's pretty decent. So you're just testing. It sounds like you're just testing out the waters with that 10K worth of 10K Tiki, not $10,000. So for everyone that was trying to follow along here, so 10K is the minimum that you can, or 10,000 Tiki is the minimum required to stake on their platform. So I gotcha. What did we say the value of Tiki was? That's pretty decent. down a little bit, but you know, as it picks up popularity, like Auto Shark did and BSW did, it'll do better. I mean, you're sitting pretty if this jumps up to 10 cents. Yeah, I think the next B&B payout I get from my miners, I'll roll into this and pick myself up some. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump on board with you. We'll try it out. We'll check it out. Since you can, you earn just from holding, and you can also earn from staking. I don't see why not. Yeah, less than 30 days old, and it already looks this good compared to what was the other one we were looking at there? Some of the other ones that are not as clean. This is fairly clean in my opinion. And they're giving you two options. You know, staking or just holding your Tiki versus staking it over with Banker Doge platform for the 284% APY. Looks like you gotta lock it in though. Entry fee is 5%. Exit fee is 5%. Well, they made that clear on the site, so it's not bad. I don't know if I'm so crazy about this setup, but I do like the fact that just holding it pays out using their dashboard. Oh, and you don't have to lock it in. Interesting. It'd be nice if they had a calculator built in like some of the other sites. Or at least a rough estimate, you know? I think I'm going to start over here. Get my hands on the 10,000 minimum required to stake. And we'll go from there. So that's how they're doing it. I got you. So if you lock it in, you're getting a bonus APY, probably based upon how much you're locking in on top of whatever you're locking in. I don't have anything in this wallet. This wallet's empty. I did switch. Connect. I'll have to try it with my Trust wallet. I think I might even be already connected over here. Copy your public key. Come over to Tiki. Paste it into Tiki. Make sure we have the right address. What's Tiki using? Pancake Swap? Is that what I saw? Yeah, Pancake Swap. I don't see it popping up there, gentlemen. All right, so we've got some math here. Let's see how we did. Probably far better than I could have done. 10K Tiki at 284% equals 28,400 Tiki divided by 365 days in a year equals 77 Tiki a day. I'm actually making 115 a day on average so far. Again, it's been 3 days now. Your risk tolerance. Yeah, I mean, I think that's more tolerable doing it that way, like you're saying. I'll give it a shot when I can. I'll move some stuff around. I'll give it a shot. I got some finagling to do with the coinage here, but I will definitely give it a shot. Oh, nice little holding jaws. I don't know if I want to pass that up. Similar to SafeMoon, you have to put the contract. Okay, gotcha. Okie dokie. I have low latency on my my stream, but I don't know why it's taking so long for us to be in time here. God damn it, YouTube. We'll give it a shot. I'll try it out. May not need it, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna wait for my next BNB payout, and then move everything to Tiki and try that out. I should be getting one tomorrow or later today, to be honest with you. Let me see. Pro hat. Yeah, I should be getting one tonight, so I'll try putting like $50 or so into Tiki, if not a little bit more, just to get that 10K like you're saying, and go from there. We'll give it a shot. I'll jump on the bandwagon, you know, spread it out a little bit. I'm mining it, so it's not really hurting me that bad. You got holdings in SafeMoon. I'm still feeling strong about SafeMoon. I know the price is down quite a bit on SafeMoon, but I still feel that it's going to pop off, just based upon the fact that we're only getting their beta wallet out, and their beta wallet looked great. A couple more days and we'll actually get their wallet for the rest of us, and then it'll go to the exchange and to the smart chain. They get their own smart chain. I think it's going to do fairly well. So I'm going to continue to hold my SafeMoon, and possibly pick up some more, to be honest with you, where the price is so low with SafeMoon. It's actually, SafeMoon is less than Tiki. So if I could push my holding up to that $1 trillion holding level, why not? It's, I'm already at 500 million SafeMoon tokens. Let's push it up another 500 million and get to that 1 trillion mark, just to say I have it. It'd be cool. Just be cool to see that kind of number. I think once they get their wallet, I'll probably roll over and get that amount. Well, it might be too late at that point then, I guess. Yeah, I'm just seeing. Sorry, I'm reading over here off the side. I'm just reading horror story after horror story of investors getting involved with option contracts around, IWM, which I have as well, but contracts with sort of option contracts with AMC. The chain is fairly large with the AMC option contract right now. Let me see if I can pull it up in Fidelity. I haven't done that too often. Let's see. Options chain. So tomorrow. There's some pretty heavy hitters in here. Ain't nothing to laugh at. So many people are jumping on the option chain, just trying to catch those the quick buck. There you go, Ronald. That's a nice little hefty holding of SafeMoon. Right on, right on. Let me see if AMC.awesome. Redirected, shut down, rejected. I found it, I found it. Trading volume, August the 19th, 400,000 available. So they're just trading this, the same 400,000 back and forth. That's all they're doing here. Yeah, that's what's driving the price down. Is the fact that these numbers aren't increasing, meaning that they are making them available, purchasing and selling them, going back and forth with that 400,000, pushing the price down. So huge amount of out of the money contracts right now on the call side. And that's probably why they're trying so hard to push that price down, trying to bankrupt you. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to cause you to go bankrupt, lose all your money, stay away from options if you can't afford it. I think BlockFi stakes Doge along with Crypto.com. 66.3% trading volume. 66% of all the trading volume was in the dark pool yesterday. Probably going to be same amount, if not more, today. Look at these numbers. 71, 69, 63, 65, 66, 67, 66. This is why... This is the problem right here, the dark pool. Failure to delivers. Oh, it's a fun shit show to watch. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the shit show. I'm holding. I can hold longer. Not too much longer, but I can still hold. Yeah, Ronald, I think Blockfolio or BlockFi, you can stake Doge. I've staked Doge on Crypto.com. To get the best out of Crypto.com, though, you got to lock it up to get those higher returns. I think BuySwap did a little bit for Doge staking for a little while. Yeah, there you go. But it's only a 510 BSW details. Yeah, you're not gaining a whole lot of Doge staking BSW, but then again, you don't have to have the Doge to get the Doge with this one. This is if you have BSW and you want to get Doge but don't want to give up your BSW, you can stake it and earn Doge by staking your BSW. But I think BlockFi is probably one of the best ones right now. BlockFi, Blockfolio. Crypto.com rates are fairly low. I mean, we're talking APR, not this huge APY. So that's a big difference and discrepancy there. Let me see. Crypto.com. Let's see if we can find you some rates on crypto.com. And then we'll look at BlockFi. This is DeFi, or it looks like they might have stopped offering Doge. You can get 3% staking your Shiba Inu. There it is, Doge, 3%. So if you lock it up for 3 months and you're staking, and you've already staked your CRO tokens, let's say 400 or less. So for 3 months staking Doge, you're getting right around 2%, 2 to 3% for 3 months. And you got to lock it up. If you don't want to lock it up, you're going to get 0.5. And then yeah, I think Gemini and BlockFolio, BlockFi are going to be around the highest right now for Doge, saying you earn about 5% on Gemini and Litecoin 4% on Celsius. It looks like 0.5 to 3% on crypto.com. Products, interest, let's see what they got on BlockFi. I don't see Doge on BlockFi. I'm sorry, I guess I was wrong. It happens. Yeah, but I think you're getting the highest right now for Doge. That's from what I understand, unless you're staking BSW for the Doge at 133 APR. But to be honest with you, that really isn't a whole lot. Maybe that's $1 or $2. I think it's just like $1 a day, really, or $2 a day worth of Doge. I mean, it's tricky for Doge because it's not a proof of stake coin, so you're actually lending it out and getting paid the APY based upon what they're doing with the crypto itself. But like I said, I think you're doing fairly well with that 5%. I'll keep doing some digging for you, and I'll message you on Discord if I find anything out. I will do some digging for you, Ronald. Ooh, I just got an email back from Robinhood. Let's see here. We're just going to repeat the same message probably. After looking at your account, looks like the transactions are no longer pending and have settled. You are cleared to reinitiate the request without a problem. It's not what I asked you. It's not what I asked you. So, if you are following the saga of me trying to transfer out of Robinhood over on Discord, I posted an email that I got from Jasmine, and she says, after looking at your account, let me drag it over so I can see you guys. All right, she says, after looking at your account, looks like it went through a automated process which caused the rejection, which makes no sense to begin with. This issue has been flagged and solved. Please resubmit the transfer request. Please feel free to respond to this email if you have any additional questions. So I did. And what I wrote back to her was Fidelity does not show the transfer as being rejected. It still shows as it being processed. They are awaiting for a response from Robinhood. So Robinhood has not responded or rejected it in their system for Fidelity to kick it out to me yet. And it's what more or less what she said to me on the phone. She said it's still an ongoing process. We have not gotten a rejection notice from Robinhood. I told her, I said, I filed, signed, and sent all necessary documents. Could you please push the process forward? And I thank you, trying to be polite. Her response to me was, after looking at your account, it looks like your transactions are no longer pending and have settled. Okay, if they're pending and no longer settled, next sentence, you are cleared to reinitiate the request without a problem. Basically, she's just passing the buck and doesn't want to do her job. Got it. Appreciate it, Robinhood. Thanks so much for all your help. Oh, that is so frustrating. So frustrating. I will be putting that email in my save file just for safety's sake. And then I get this from this. Funny, as I'm reading Robinhood, I get this to pop up. Let me see if I can share it with you guys. It says, from Trey's Trades, oh boy, getting ugly. Kathy Grayfield posted, Robinhood extends decline to 8% after warning of Q3 headwinds. Bum, bum, bum. the shit show that is Robinhood. It had a lot of promise. It did. But by cutting costs and not having a customer support system in place, and, you know, all the other bullshit that they pulled, sad. But I think that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. I got my kids coming home soon. Thank you for everybody who's tuned in to the channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you're catching the live stream secondhand, so it's no longer live, so you're watching it, appreciate you guys checking out the content. Always have lots of merch going on sidehustleenterprise.com. So if you are part of the Ape Nation, we got some ape merch collection going on, sitting in that tropical lifestyle, rocking them AMC gains, and some new hoodies coming up as the seasons get closer to fall and winter. So thank you guys for checking us out. Thanks for stopping on by. I will catch you guys next time. Peace.